As Samarkand is getting ready to host 22nd SCO summit, there are so many bilateral engagements that is also going to be very keenly observed by the experts. One of them is Russian President Putin and President of China Xi Jinping's bilateral meeting. Both sides have confirmed that their presidents are going to have a bilateral meeting on the sidelines of SCO. However, the agenda of meeting is not very much revealed to the press. But we know that in the past, whenever there has been a meeting of these two presidents, there has been talk about growing collectiveness and growing reshaping the world order that Russia and China think that will be in their interest. This meeting of SCO, which is also happening in the background of Russia-Ukraine conflict, is important when these two presidents will be meeting, because China has been providing a tacit diplomatic and economic support to Russia, while the import of Russian oil and natural gas to China has increased at a very high rate in the last few months. China has also supported Russia at various multilateral platforms, including United Nations, where there were criticism of Russia as to how did it encroach or invade Ukraine. This was the stance opted by the Western blocs led by USA. China is also one of the key purchaser of Russian arms and defense, and this is how China's dependency on for its security purpose increases to Russia. And in that context, this meeting is also going to be very important as to will there be some talk on increasing bilateral cooperation on Russia-China defense and security matters. Recently, when these two leaders had met, they had discussed about their projects, their collaboration and their cooperation in multiple areas, and a deal, an agreement sort of signed, where it was said that the friendship will have no limits. So no limits means that these two countries will be cooperating and supporting each other at various platforms, multilateral organizations in all formats. And this is how this friendship of Russia and China has also become a sense of concerns among European bloc and the USA. We know that during this whole Ukraine crisis, world has witnessed shortage and scarcity of fuel, food and fertilizer, while the prices of fuel has skyrocketed given inflationary pressure to multiple economies around the globe. The scarcity or the disruption of supply chain of food has also become a very strong concern. The fertilizer is something that has become very scarce because Russia becomes one of the key supplier of fertilizers to the global market, and due to the sanctions imposed by Western countries, there has been a down supply of Russian fertilizers in the international market and causing worries to the agriculture sector, which will also have its cascading impact on food supplies globally. So with all this in context, what would be the key takeaways when the two presidents, Russian President Putin and President Xi Jinping, will be meeting along the sidelines of SCO summit? It will be interesting to see the key takeaways of the meeting. Meanwhile, also the cooperation and collaboration on the border issues is something that China is looking ahead with its SCO partners. SCO's main agenda, the founding principles of SCO, has been to increase people-to-people engagement, enhance trade and connectivity among SCO members, and also collaborate on education, scientific research, and other IT profession or pharmaceuticals, or all sort of activities and the verticals that the countries or the member countries can collaborate with, taking in the expertise and strength from each other. We'll have to see how this all fans out. At the same time, what will be the key takeaways of the meeting of President Putin and Xi Jinping?